Now this may come as a surprise for you, but by the time this post is up, I'd have hopefully checked Kuching Marathon off my list. Kuching is, of course, the state capital of Sarawak, the country's largest state. The marathon is one of Borneo's two popular marathons, the other one being, of course, the Borneo Marathon, which runs in the state of Sabah. Most of the 10,000 odd participants this year are deferred entries from 2020. The marathon is popular amongst Malaysians, as well as runners from ASEAN countries. Only a handful of friends, well, two to be exact, knew about my plan to run Kuching. Chiam, who deferred his 2020 entry, and Cheong, whom I figured might need a redemption race just like me. Now these other guys, they didn't know. I hear you ask, why Kuching? Why? Firstly, I've always wanted to run it. I've never been to East Malaysia, and a number of my friends who had done the race gave the route a thumbs up because it's flat, and Kuching is a great spot for a weekend getaway. It's affordable, it's famous for some good food, yet it remained on my wish list due to its end July, early August dates. Simply too soon coming off my annual trip to Gold Coast. This year's move to 2nd October meant I was finally able to get it done. With the date move, I just had enough time to recover from Gold Coast and get straight into an 8-week training plan. A short build-up with lower weekly mileage peaking in the 80s, riding on a plan which includes rest days, weights and mobility exercises. There are strides as well, rather than the usual plan in recent years. I want to also not lose the experience of running a marathon because, train as you may, you just need a race to acquaint yourself to the discomfort and familiarity of working through all the mental challenges that are inevitable during the course of a marathon, as I've learned in GC. Thirdly, I knew that Kuching and KL in November would be the last two races for me for a while, due to work reasons. Even Gold Coast in July next year looks uncertain at this time. A race keeps the wheels turning, and I personally do not have any goals for Kuching other than to run and finish comfortably. Finally, Kuching is a destination I can afford. Close enough for a quick solo trip, although I did ask if my wife would like to follow. The race entry fee was under 160 ringgit. Return on the Malaysian Airlines were just under 400 ringgit. And 2 nights for a single hostel room located just 200 meters to the race start set me back just 127 ringgit 40 cents. I went with the Luke Humphrey running 8-week plan, which aligns with the window I have, and since the version I chose peaks at the mid 80k mark and incorporates a rest day each week, I felt it was something I could follow in the middle of an M&A. Another great thing about this version is that it has core drills and strides built into the workout and easy days. As mentioned just now, this was a short build-up. For the most part, I was able to keep it together for 6 weeks, even if I replaced the speed sessions with the equivalent distance. I just wasn't able to get those legs churning as before, and I didn't feel like stressing myself over it. Towards the end of the 6 weeks, 6 because the last 2 were already cutbacks, my MPs were done as part of the weekend long runs. I kept to the 2019 MP instead of the more aggressive Gold Coast one. I felt good cruising long, but the speed just wasn't there. It wasn't perfect, of course, and work made it doubly tiring. And here I am with the race this weekend. I packed very lightly for my standards this time around. Everything goes into the cabin zero carry-on, 2 tees, 2 shorts, race apparel, cap, socks, gels, all in this race belt. Amino powder, I'll get the protein drink over in Kuching, sports drinks and electrolyte tablets, a few pieces of toiletries, cables, the Sony XM3 for noise cancellation just in case, and of course race shoes. Not revealing it just yet, so if you'd like to guess, have a go at it. Suffice to say, there is a high chance of rain on Sunday.